night 9 of 30 Days of Love Songs. It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, but ever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may be passing fancies, and in time they'll go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time Gibraltar may tumble, the Rockies may crumble, they're only made of clay, but our love is here to stay. La 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 la, la 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 dee da da, la 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 la, la la da da da, la 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 la, da ya da 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 da, dee da da ya da, la la dee la da, la la dee da da. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay, but our love is here. Our love is here. Our love is here to stay. La la dee, la 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 dee da. So this song has a very special significance for me. I mean, Gershwin, I loved Gershwin when I was a kid. When I first started playing the harp, I got a job. I was offered a job to play with the strolling violins at the Hyatt Regency. And I'd never done any kind of a job like that. And I was going to be the alternate harpist, and I was alternate to a man named Jack Nebergall. And this man, he was an amazing harp player. He could play anything, he could play it by ear. And he basically took me under his wing, and he taught me. I remember he told me, get rid of your music. You're not going to be reading anything. You're going to have to learn all the tunes. And that was really scary at that time. I was reading lead sheets, and so that was one of the first things he did. But the reason why this song is important is every time that I would go there to hear him, like at first, before I got the job, I would go and I would sit there and just like watch, what he was doing. And I would go with my boyfriend, Lawrence, who was my college boyfriend. And this was the song that Jack would play for us and says it was like our song. And I loved it because it's romantic. Love, love is here to stay, not for a year. Of course, the truth was our love was not there to stay, and but the hopefulness of it and the romance of it was really, really wonderful. And it was really fun tonight when I was working on this, because so what happens every day, so this is 30 days of love song, and it's a challenge that I gave to myself, and every night a different love song. And these are many pieces that I've never actually played on this instrument, and so I have to figure out how to do them. Some of these are originals, and some of these are tunes that I'm, just tunes that I really love. But I am also in this class, which is all about sort of opening yourself up to not so much to romance, but to love. And I'm in this class with a bunch of my friends. And so tonight I was working on the class and then doing the homework, and then every time I would finish, one of the chapters of homework, I would come and I would play this song, and I was going back and forth, and it was just this wonderful experience. And one of the things that the book talked about doing, it was like, dress differently, try dressing in a different way. Well, I just don't have that many different clothes, and I'm always dressed a certain way. So I looked all over the house. I looked I have all these like costume boxes. I went down to the basement. I looked in the costume boxes, and finally in this one costume box up in the attic, I found this like white lace, which is something I would never wear. And so this is also just really fun to experience, to open up to maybe being slightly different or maybe completely different. And then also singing a song and going back and remembering what love and romance I saw in this song. And this gig that I had, I would always just dress up to the nines. And Jack Nebergall, of course, was always wearing a tuxedo, so he looked wonderful. I promise that I will always sing the chords. This one's tough. And this is a really interesting song because it uses a lot of the circle of fifths. So it is, and I always get up, I worry about this. I'm like, I don't know exactly what these chords are. So I'm going to do the best that I can here. I'll tell you what I think they are. So I think this is D7. And to me, a D7 is the same as a D9. Anyway, it's D7. It's very clear. D7, G sus, and C major 7, A7, D7, G sus. Now this is interesting. I think this is a B minor 7, flat 5, and then an A7, or it might be an E minor. I don't know. Anyway, it's something, and then A7, flat 9, and then not flat 9, a 9, la da, E minor 7, A7, D minor 7, G7, C major 7, F major 7, B minor 7, flat 5, E7, flat 9, E minor 7, D7, D minor 7, G7, and then it's D7, G sus, C major 7, A7, la da da, D7, G sus, and then this thing again, A7, with a flat 9, but then I raise the 9. La, la, E minor 7. The Rockies. Oh, but that's nice. E minor 7, flat 5, A7, and D minor 7, G7. They're only C major 7, F major 7, B minor 7, flat 5, D7 minor 7, flat 5, I think. C major 7 with a G on the bottom, A minor, D minor 7, G, sus, E minor 7, flat 5, A7, flat 9, D minor 7, G 9. And then this was fun. D minor, oh, D7, D minor 7, C major 7. So it's just this cool circle of fifths. D, da, 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 D, G, C, A7, D, G, this, whatever it is. And then it does it even more. Da, 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 E minor 7, A, and then D, and then G, and then C, and then F, and then B, and then E, and then A, D, and D minor G. Anyway, so that's that. It was really interesting trying to figure out. So I kept playing it, and it seemed this middle part seemed really hard. La da da dee, la da da dee da da. All very well and good. Da 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 da, la da da dee da da. But that took a long time to figure out that wasn't really that hard. I flatted the D and I raised the C, and then I could go da. I could do all 3 chords and not have to mess around with them. And for those harp geeks here, that's B flat, D, E natural, G, and then I put an E underneath it, and then I just come down to A. So it's really cool because it's like some kind of a B, E, A. Then this isn't just a regular A, B flat, C sharp, E, G. Anyway, so it was cool, and one of the great things about playing something over and over and over again is that you get like, whoa, like, you kind of get, and then that's when often I will simplify things by accident. Like I can't figure out the simplification, but if I just do it over and over again, my hands and my body will just be like, hey, I got to deal with that, and that's when I can find something that's simpler and easier to play, because this harp is not really created for playing this kind of music, and I don't really know anybody who does it. But as I explore it, I start to find things that I can repeat over and over again, and it's almost like finding the language of this music on this instrument. So anyway, that's Our Love Is Here to Stay. And let me see if you have any questions. This is a highlight for the evening, says Sherry. A live concert without leaving home. Thank you for these wonderful love songs. Well, I'm really having fun with them. Victoria has a message of love for me tonight, which is that you are radiant and you light up the people around you. Ooh, thank you. And I can't hit the see more because sometimes everything just disappears at that point. I'm thinking with this outfit, I should have different glasses. Ooh, how cool. Maybe I'll start looking. I just never thought about wearing white because I always assumed if I wear white, I'm going to get it dirty. But, this is really fun. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that I'm going to see before I go to bed. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Alayli. Uh-oh, see, that's the problem. I hit something and then it's like it's gonna It's going to make this go away. All right. Well, I'm going to leave a little bit early tonight because it's quite late right now. And thank you. No, I'm going to play this one more time just because I love it. La, da, da, la, da, da, and I love singing like this because this is how my mom used to sing lullabies. La, 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 la. The cat is over there looking at me like she's irritated. Let me do this again. Da, 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 da. La, 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 dee, da, da. La, la, la. La, 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 dee, da, da. In time, the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble. They're only made of clay, but our love is here. I said our love is here. Oh, our love is here to stay. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow for night number 10 of 30 Days of Love Songs.